All right, Fox Sports NFL analyst Michael Vick joining us today. You just love the energy there. Okay, Michael, how much better can Lamar get at this point?
I think he can get better, but I think right now he's probably peaked out. What more can you get? I think as far as him moving forward in his career, it's just going to be about consistency. And that consistency is going to lie, him playing this game and being himself, not changing anything, but at the same time, how long can he keep this coach? How long can Baltimore keep this coaching staff together to coach this offense? When I think about Lamar, his success right now, I know where it comes from. Offensive coordinator Greg Roman. It's coming from James Urban, who's the quarterback coach, and I know he spends a lot of time with Lamar because I spend a lot of time with him in Philadelphia, and I know how he can be as far as detail. But it's going to be about how long can he stay in this offense. And this offense is so suited for him, I would do everything to try to keep Greg Roman close to Lamar as long as I can. But I think he's shown us everything that he's going to do moving forward. Now, we understand this is what you're going to get from Lamar. And he's done it so consistently that I don't see anything changing. But if this offense changes, where does Lamar go from there?
Okay.
So that's a big concern for me. So he's done everything right. He's made all the right decisions, play inside the pocket, outside the pocket. Just shocking to me as far as what he's been able to do. And it's just a great thing to see him because we had conversations about this coming out.
And again, for the record, you have helped mentor him and been in pretty constant touch with him. Yeah.
And we talked about him coming out of college, and I told him, look, Lamar, nothing's going to change, really. You just got to go be yourself. And I didn't know what type of offense he was going to end up in, but when I seen Greg Roman in that meeting room last year, I knew something was brewing, and it was going to be special. So I'll go back to him just being in this offense consistently for years, and that will determine if he's going to be one of the greatest of all time.
Have you been in touch lately?
I reached out to him last week, but to no avail. But I caught him it was like a Tuesday, and it was his day off.
Yep.
But I try to leave guys alone during the season and just let them do their thing.
Skip, John Harbaugh put this plan in motion when they selected this kid because they brought Greg Roman on. Marty Morningwig was the OC.
Yeah.
But they knew in order to maximize what this kid could do, they needed to find someone that thought outside of the box, someone that was familiar with this type of skill set and what it can do in the NFL. I believe the sky's the limit, Skip. He can go even higher because I believe he will increase his completion percentage. He's playing unbelievable. Skip, when I look at him and I watched him in college, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he can run. But there's a difference between running in college like he was running and running against the NFL.
Yeah.
Because, in college you run for books and study hall and meal plans. In NFL you run for mortgages, you run for college tuitions. That was something entirely different. Those are grown men that's getting paid to stop you from doing that. He's running the ball even better. And I knew he could run it, but he's running it even better. And I was like, okay, yeah, if he can progress and if his arm becomes half as good as his leg, man, there'll be something. But, man, Skip, I didn't expect this. I don't think anybody, if John Harbaugh tells you, if anybody tells you, they say, oh, yeah, we knew, by the second year we knew this was going to happen, they lied. No. Maybe by his third, fourth, or fifth year, Skip, because you see the progression. But where he is now, Skip, he's serious. This ain't no, Skip, a lot of time, guy have a great game, you throw his name in the MVP discussion. Well, you might get some, no. He legit.
This is real.
He's smack dab in the heart of it. And basically, it's a two-horse race right now between Russ and Lamar Jackson. Everybody else is almost like these two are out there. It's like Secretariat, both the Secretariat. And Ron Turcotte, Skip, when he turned around, I think he turned back over this shoulder. Looked like, where is everybody? And it was 31 links back. This is how far they are in front of the field. Skip, this dude is legit. And I just see, and I talked about this earlier, we see this flower blooming every single Sunday right before our eyes. Because, Skip, he threw for 5 touchdowns, Open had a perfect quarterback rating. We're like, yeah, but that's the Dolphins. They tanking. 4. And then he came back and he did it again. And he's done it again. And he keeps doing it. At some point in time, it's not luck.
Yeah.
He's good. He's as good as advertised, and I believe he's only going to get better. The question is, like you said, you have success. Teams come in and try to steal all your chickens, Skip, because they laying golden eggs. So they start plucking Greg Roman, or they start plucking the quarterback's coach, want him to be an OC or they want Roman to be a head coach. So it's going to be very interesting. I agree with you. How long can they keep this together?
To me, he's secretariat by himself.
You think he's by himself?
I think he is running away with the MVP race. And I'm going to use Michael's word. It's shocking because I thought he'd be good, but I didn't think he'd be like this.
No, not in the second year.
Almost by the snap, you can see him get a little better and a little better until he's getting up in that great category. It's hard to do for a month what he just did to the National Football League. He just tore it all apart.
He did.
Their team is starting to tear it all apart because I think Houston's still pretty. I know they lost J.J. Watt, but still, I think they're pretty good.
Good team.
They're not like that. To do that to them, to just level them, just annihilate them and dominate them, and make Deshaun Watson look hapless, just look sad in the pocket where he's looking and he's looking, he can't find anybody. He has a QBR of 9 on a scale of 0 to 100. It was hard to watch Deshaun yesterday, and it was a joy to watch the other young man.
Skip, people don't know this, but the leading offense, they scored the most points. They're leading the league in scoring.
And they're running away with the rushing title as a team.
Think about this deeper than that. Lamar was the last quarter or the last player in the green room.
Ozzie traded back up to get him. Because he was 32nd.
I remember being in the draft room that day and talking to Lamar and saying it's going to be okay. I talked to, I think, Marty Morningwig earlier that day. I told him it's going to be okay. I didn't know if he was going to
Marty from
And I knew
Philly.
Marty from Philly.
Marty was OC at Baltimore at the time.
And Aaron Rodgers also sat in that green room for a long time.
He did.
And what came from that? So much motivation. And it's a drive that comes along with that. And I think that's something that he'll never forget. So the more we continue to compliment him, make comparisons, the harder he's just going to go. And it's not going to stop.
And there's the intangible in MVP that you just saw live at the podium from Mark Ingram. This team loves this kid. They're feeding off him. They believe in him, and now they're starting to believe in themselves.
Yes.
And the defense is feeding off him. The receivers are feeding off
There's
him.
nothing like when your team believes in that guy.
Yeah.
But there's also situations, Skip, no matter what the front office, what the head coach says about that quarterback, the team doesn't believe in him. And sometimes, and like you said, Mike, he was sitting in the green room. Guys, a lot of times, Skip, get so caught up in I want to go early, I want to go first, as opposed to going to the right situation. He went to the right situation. Someone that could nurture and cultivate his talent. Because there's like, if we select this kid, Skip, you can't have conventional wisdom in your thought process of how you're going to bring him along. You need someone that's had a very similar situation. Greg Roman went to the Super Bowl with a quarterback with a very similar skill set.
And he got RG3 as a backup. So
That's
it's more intellect in the room.
That is true. At first, I did not love his motion. It looked a little awkward to me. I've said to you before, yours was so pure when you just had a cannon on.
He's a little more sidearm. Vick was more over the top.
Over the top. All of a sudden, Lamar Jackson is flicking missiles. It's just like a little, and it just.
Skip that first completion to Andrews. Where he got it, and the linebacker almost got it, and it was just like barely over his half, like, do your thing.
I'm watching the game yesterday, and I'm thinking about, the strong arm that I had and the gift and the curse that came along with it. Sometimes it can screw with your accuracy. And, you mentioned Lamar's throwing motion and the way the ball comes out. But it's an accurate pass.
It is.
And it has enough velocity to attack any area of the field, which makes this guy so dangerous. As he continued to just build the mental capacity to play the quarterback position within this offense or whatever offense that comes along, it's just going to be exciting to see how this man progresses.
I'm afraid he's going to shatter your rushing records. And
he's on his way.
He's on his
we'll
way.
be talking about it,
and
in the
it
future.
seems like you're okay with that.
Yeah, like I said before.
You had it for a long time.
I had it for a long time, and I will be honest. I didn't think it would ever be broken.
Wow.
I didn't think a guy would come along and play between the tight hashes and do the things that I've done, but it's just a pleasure, I'll say it again, for me to watch and see another guy, kind of just emulating that style and doing it better.
He's averaging 79
Well
rush
said.
yards per game. But the idea of picturing him in the green room as everyone came before him. That's pretty powerful.
It's
motivating.
That'll be motivation for a long time, probably, until he put a ring on his finger.
Like the whole team is feeling that way. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.